स्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। अस्मद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। महासरस्वत्यै नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। संजय उवाच तं तथा कृपयाविष्टमश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणं विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यमुवाच मधुसूदन। श्रीभगवानुवाच कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यमकीर्तिकरमर्जुन। क्लैब्यं मास्मकमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयुपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप। अर्जुन उवाच कथं भीष्ममहं संख्ये द्रोणं च मधुसूदन। इषुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि पूजार्हावरिसूदन। गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्ष्यमपीह लोके। हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरप्रदिग्धान्। न चैतद्विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयो यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः। यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामः देव स्थिताः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः। कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः। यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां न हि प्रपश्यामि ममापनुद्याद्यच्छोकमुच्छोषणमिन्द्रियाणाम्। अवाप्य भूमावसपत्नवृद्धं राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्। संजय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा ऋषिकेशं गुडाकेशः परन्तप न योत्सेति गोविन्दमुक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः। तमुवाच ऋषिकेश प्रहसन्निव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तमिदं वचः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अशोच्यानन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गतासु न गतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिताः। न त्वेवाहं जातु नासन्न त्वन्नेमे जनाधिपाः। न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम्। देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरः प्राप्तिः धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति। मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्णसुखदुःखदा आगमापायिनो नित्यास्तां तितिक्षस्व भारत। यम्मिनं व्यतयन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभ समदुःखसुखं धीरं सोमृतत्वाय कल्पते। नासतो विद्यते भावो नाभावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तस्त्वनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः। अविनाशि तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशमव्ययस्यास्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति। अन्तमन्त इमे देहा नित्यस्योक्ताश्चरीरिणः अनाशिनो प्रमेयस्य तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत। य एनं वेत्ति हन्तारं यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम् उभौ तौ न विजानीतः नायं हन्ति न हन्यते। न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः। अजो नित्यशाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे। वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं येनमजमव्ययं कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कङ्घातयति हन्तिकं। वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णान्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि। नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुतः। अच्छेद्योऽयमदाह्योऽयमक्लेद्यो शोष्येव च नित्यः सर्वगतस्थाणुरचलोऽयं सनातन। अव्यक्तोऽयमचिन्त्योऽयमविकार्योऽयमुच्यते। तस्मादेवं विदित्वैनं नानुशोचितुमर्हसि। अथ चैनं नित्यजातं नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतं तथापि त्वं महाबाहो नैवं शोचितुमर्हसि। जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर्ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मादपरिहार्येऽर्थे न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि। अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्तमद्यानि भारत अव्यक्तनिधनान्येव तत्र का परिदेवना। आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः। आश्चर्यवच्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्। देहि नित्यमवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि। स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकिम्पितुमर्हसि। धर्म्याद्युक्तात् श्रेयोऽन्यक्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम् अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययाम् सम्भावितस्य च कीर्तिः मरणादतिरिच्यते भयाद्रणादु परतं मंस्यन्ते त्वां महारथाः येषां च त्वं बहुमतो भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम् अवाच्यवादांश्च बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरन्नु किम् अतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभो जयाजयो ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि एषा ते विहिता साङ्ख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमां शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ सुख दुःखे समे कृत्वा एषा ते विहिता साङ्ख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमां शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः एकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा ह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनां यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्त्य विपश्चितः वेदवादरताः पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः कामात्मानस्वर्गपरा जन्मकर्मफलप्रदां क्रियाविशेषबहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां तयापहृतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते त्रैगुण्यविषया वेदा निस्त्रैगुण्योपवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थो निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान् यावानर्थौ तपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भो मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्योः समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते दूरेण ह्यपरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृतदुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलं कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयं यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यथा स्थास्यति निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिस्तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधीः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किं श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितः प्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधाः स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते यः सर्वत्रानभिस्नेहः तत्तप्राप्य शुभाशुभम् नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता यदा सम्मरते चायं कूर्मोऽङ्गानीव सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते यततो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रसभं मनः तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशे हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठितः ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसस्तङ्गस्तेषु उपजायते सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति रागद्वेषवियुक्तेस्तु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादमधिगच्छति प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो ह्याशुः बुद्धिः पर्यवतिष्ठते नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चावाभयतः शान्तिरशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम् इन्द्रियाणां हि चरतां यन्मनोनुविधीयते ततस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुर्नावमिवाम्बसि तस्माद्यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागृति संयमी यस्यां जाग्रति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत्कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी विहाय कामान्यः सर्वान् पुमांश्चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिमधिगच्छति एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति ओम तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे सांख्ययोगो नाम द्वितीयोऽध्यायः. Okay. So till now, what we have seen is Bhagavan Shri Krishna is clearly clarifying Arjuna's doubt. Who is a Sthita Prajna? Who is a Sthitadi? Sthita Prajna Lakshanani, Sthita Prajna Sadhanani. What are the sadhanas he does? And after the definition, the three sadhanas given are Indriya Nigraha, Mano Nigraha, Nididhyasa. Out of which Indriya Nigraha is dealt in detail, Mano Nigraha is touched upon, and Nididhyasam is touched upon. And in that, we have completed up to 68 Shloka. 66th Shloka. Nasti buddhirayuktasya. Nasti buddhirayuktasya. Nachayuktasya bhavana. Nachava bhayatas shantihi. Ashantasya kutas sukham. So he says, see, before that he started with what is the sequence of downfall. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Kamat krodho vijayate. From krodha bhavati sammoha. From sammoha smriti vibhramaha. From smriti bhramaha buddhinashaha. From buddhinashat pranashyati purushartha ayogyata. So if you do not take care at the first thought, nip it at the bud, that will change your destiny itself. Okay. So then he says, Ragadvesha Viyukta is to one who knows to handle this Vishayan Indriyaishcharan and do not allow them to be like a stray dog moving to Vishayas. Atma Vashyehi Vidheyatma Prasadam Adhigacchati. They will surely get this prasada. What is prasada? Moksha prasada. Correct? Prasade Sarva Dukkhanam. Prasada here, not moksha, it is Manashanti. Equanimous mind one will get. And if equanimous mind is there, Prasade Sarva Dukkhanam Hanihi. Sarva Dukkhanam Hanihi Atma Vidyanam Atma Vidyaya Mokshaha. Okay, the sequence is going very clearly. Hanihi asyu upajayate prasanna chetaso hyashuhu buddhihi paryavatishthate. That buddhi becomes very, very clear, sensitive, mukta buddhi. It doesn't have any binding and can be there free. Okay. Then he gives a corollary, a negative part to it. He says, in case one does not have this buddhi, that means he doesn't have shanti. But if the buddhi is not proper, bhavanas are not proper. Bhava samshuddhihi. Okay, bhavanas have to be proper. The emotions have to be right. If buddhi is disturbed, emotions will be disturbed. If emotions are disturbed, then shanti is not there. Mind is not relaxed. If mind is not relaxed, where is happiness? Ashantasya kutas sukham. Okay. Then from here he goes to the next shloka. He actually tells us what is the outcome of that. Now all these are happening nasti buddhihi. Now this buddhihi means what? Indriya nigraha. Because very clearly from Indriya nigraha only buddhihi. Buddhinashat pranashyati. So he says prasadam. From prasadam buddhi padyavatishtate. So if buddhi is not there, that means sarva dukkhanam hanihi is not there. Then prasada is not there. If prasada is not there, then raga dvesha are very strong. And if raga dvesha is very strong, the vishayas will go to the indriyas will go to its own vishayas at all time. Okay, that sequence is very clearly he is established, and he says this thing you can never change. It will go that way. You can't say that no, here I will take control, there it will work properly and all. No. If one goes wrong, it will be like a pack of cards. Everything will start falling. So at the grossest level you have to hold it, then the subtlest level will be held. If you don't hold the gross level, if you say I have that control, nothing will work. Okay. So he says Indriyanam hi charatam. So we'll repeat it and see the 68 shloka, 67 shloka. Okay. Indriyanam hi charatam. Indriyanam hi charatam. Yanmano vidiyate. Yanmano vidiyate. Tadasya harati prajñam. Tadasya harati prajñam. Vayurnavamivambhasi. Vayurnavamivambhasi. Okay. We'll see the breakup. Indriyanam hi charatam yat manaha anuvidhiyate tat asya harati prajñam vayuhu navam iva ambasi. Again, let me repeat it. Indriyanam hi charatam yat manaha anuvidhiyate tat asya harati prajñam vayuhu navam iva ambasi. Is it clear? Okay. Let us see the Anvaya. Charatam indriyanam hi yat manaha anuvidhiyate. Indriyanam charatam hi yat manaha anuvidhiyate tat asya prajñam ambasi harati vayuhu navamiva. Tat asya prajñam harati ambasi vayuhu navamiva. Okay. Let us see what it is. Indriyanam. Indriya shabdaha shashti vibhakti. Akaranta pullingaha shashti vibhakti bahuvachanantaha indriyanam hi avyayam charatam. Charatam charate charatani charatam charata strilinga. Rama ramam. Okay. Yat is a shabda itself. Starts with yan. Yat is a pullinga shabda. Manaha anuvidhiyate. 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 Vidhiyate is a nich pratyaya of kriya. It's a kriya. Anuvidhiyate. Tat asya harati. Harati. Again, hara shabda. Etasmat dato kartari lat. Lati. Prathama purusha ekavachanantaha. Hara apaharane. Okay. Prajñam. Prajña shabdaha strilinga. Prajña. Akaranta strilingaha. Prajñam. Dvitiya ekavachanantaha. Navam. Akaranta pullingaha. Nava shabdaha. Or napumsakalinga I think. Navam nave navani it must be. Navam. द्वितीया एकवचनान्तः इव अव्ययम् अम्भसि अम्भस् शब्दः अम्भस् अम्भसि अम्बांसि अम्भस् sakaranta it is ambas means water ambas shabda. Okay, what is he saying? Let us see the meaning. Indriyanam, of all the indriyas, he indeed charatam. Charatam, you know what is charatam? Grazing. इधर उधर सुन के जाने का, unbridled freedom, like the cattle will go smelling and just one after the other object will just try to access, like that. Indriyanam hi charatam. We have got 5 antenna. The 5 antenna is always screening what is available in my purview, what is available now, what is available now. They are always outgoing and screening. That is called charatam. Charatam for what? Vishaya. Vishayanam indriyanam charatam. Okay. When indriyas go, will it go by itself? When the horses go, will the horses go by itself, or it will take its reins also with it? It will take the reins also, correct? So when the indriyas go, the mind, the master of the indriyas, also is charatam. Anuvidhiyate, it just follows. It gets carried away. Anuvidhiyate, correct? So when the indriyanam charatam manaha anuvidhiyate, how does this happen? An example is given. But if mind goes wherever it wants to go because indriyas have gone, what happens to buddhi? What happens to buddhi? Harati. Harati means gets lost. Apaharan. So it gets abducted. It gets abducted. Right? Harati prajna. Okay. Like how? An example is Navam Iva Ambasi, in the waters. Ambasi. Ambas Shabdaha Saptami Ekavachana. Ambasi, in the waters. Navam, the boat, a small boat which is there in the water. Vayuhu Harati, the wind blows it and takes it away. As the wind blows and takes a small canoe boat away, and it loses its track, it doesn't know where it is going, like that Prajna Harati. Is it clear? Okay. Tadasya harati prajnam vayuhu navam iva ambasi. Now, who is the master and who is the servant? These are examples very, 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 very apt in our houses. We all have a maid servant. Indian situation. We all have a maid servant. Who is the Swami and who is the Bhritya? That is why she is called or he is called a maid servant or he servant, whatever you want, you call. Male servant, female servant, you call whatever you want. Someone is the Swami and someone is the servant. The Swami should direct the servant. And that is how it starts. And after some days, what happens? Amma, you please come. Whenever you come, it is okay. We will adjust everything. Correct? If you don't come, I have a big problem. So what has happened? change of roles. The Swami has become the servant, and servant has become the Swami or Swamini. Correct? We all have experienced this. Let it be in office, let it be at home, let it be wherever you want. If that relationship is there, one is going to direct and the other has to follow. One is going to lead, the other is going to follow. Over a period of time, the follower ends up becoming the leader ends up becoming following you. Ulta Ganga behti hai. Correct? And that is what he says, Tadasya Harati Prajnam. The main focus is lost by the buddhi. Go to the chariot example. The charioteer is the buddhi, the reins are manas, the hayaha, the ghoda are the senses, and the path is the vishaya. If the ghoda goes to the vishaya, the reins have to follow. Manaha anuvidhiyate. Now the buddhi has got only one job. Either say you get out, I'm getting out of the chariot, or control, or give up. If the buddhi doesn't control the mind and mind doesn't control the indriyas, then the hierarchy is reversed. This fellow naam ke vaste, this naam ke vaste word is there. He is holding naam ke vaste, but actually घोड़ा उसको लेके जा रहा है जिधर लेके जाने के. He is naam ke vaste standing, and everyone feels that he is controlling. In reality, he is the servant. The ghoda becomes the swami. The indriya and the vishaya becomes the swami. Manas anuvidiyate prajnam harati. How? Vayuhu navam iva ambasi. Is it clear? A very simple way to teach that we have to understand the hierarchy, hold that position, continue, then only there will be an order in the system. Otherwise, it will be an orderless system. An orderless system is very difficult. Very difficult. Today you may feel it is fine, but if the order is gone, your existence is gone. Purushartha Nishchayatvam will go. We have all experienced it in different ways. And this is what we have to be very, very firm. In short, पाव का जूता पाव में रहेगा तो ठीक है, उसे सर पे रख के नाचा तो प्रॉब्लम होने वाला है. इंद्रियाणाम पाव का जूता है, let it be there. It will do a great job. If it becomes the master, then you are lost. Is it clear? Okay. Yanmanonu vidhiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayuhu navam iva ambasi. Because, and again, the example why is he giving is, if you look at the ocean, it is vast. First of all, I have one small canoe which has got holes in it. I have to somehow manage. In that, if the breeze comes, it will just get pulled. How much of effort I have to do if I have to steer it and bring it back to the same direction and go ahead. Without I putting effort, I will just go into the opposite direction in a very wrong way. And in case I am lucky that the air is flowing in line to my goal, I will reach fast. So if you have Karma Yoga, the air will start flowing in your direction. It will make you reach fast. Chitta Shuddhi, it will make you reach fast. Otherwise, you will get lost in this ocean. Anyway, that ocean, we know how big it is and what it is. Rana Nadi. You remember that Rana Nadi? Duryodhana Vartini. Correct? Nilotpala. There are so many things, and in that, anyways, you need a Kaivartaka Keshava. Why is he called Kaivartaka Keshava? Because he will never allow the breeze to take it where it has to. He knows very clearly how to row it and reach to the other bank very clearly. Kaivartaka Keshava. And hence, we have to become Kaivartaka of our boat. And the best way is what? Indriyanam Charatam, stop it. Okay. Now, if you say Indriyanam hi charatam yanmanonu vidiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayut nama vivambasi tasmad. Ha. Okay. How to do it? Now, what you have to do for it? What you have to do for it? Let's be clearer. We have understood, yes, but you have to do something, otherwise it will just go. What have you to do? And that comes in the next shloka. What is the next shloka? Tasmad yasya mahabaho nigrihitani sarvashaha indriyani indriyarthebhyah tasya prajna pratisthita. See, in the earlier sentence, what he had told? Prajna harati. Now what is he saying? Prajna pratisthita. Okay. So what you have to do? Tasmat. Tasmat. Hence. Yasya mahabaho nigrihitani sarvashaha. Indriyani indriya arthebhyah tasya prajna pratisthita. Fairly very simple shloka. You would be very clear what it is. Okay. Tasmat yasya mahabaho nigrihitani sarvashaha indriyani indriya arthebhyah tasya prajnaha pratisthita. What is the Anvaya? Tasmat. He Mahabaho Tasmat Yasya Indriyani Indriyarthebhyah Sarvashaha Nigrihitani Yasya Indriyani Indriya Arthebhyah Sarvashaha Nigrihitani Yasya Indriyani Indriya Arthebhyah Sarvashaha Nigrihitani Tasya Prajna Pratisthita. Tasya Prajna Pratisthita. We know we have diagnosed the problem. What is the diagnosis? If Prajna is going, Manas is going. If Manas is going, Indriyas are going. Indriyas are going because they have no control. Why? They are running behind the Vishaya. Now, what is my objective? Prajna Pratisthita. My mind has to be focused. Focused on what? This jnanam. If mind has to be established and focused, the buddhi, the mind has to support it. If the mind has to support it, the indriya should follow what it has to do. And what should the indriyas do now? That is what he is saying. Hey Mahabaho. Correct? Why did he call him Hey Mahabaho? Why he is called Mahabaho? What is Mahabaho? One who has got strength, very good hands. That means he can fight very well. Correct? Two meanings. You have got Sharirika Bala, but you don't have Manobala. Hey Mahabaho, where is your Manobala? Another, let us take it positively. Hey Mahabaho, if you can manage your body, why can't you manage your mind? Hey Mahabaho, reminding him that if you have this strength, use it internally for yourself. That Bahu, don't use it for external killing the enemy, use it to kill your internal enemy. Hey Mahabaho, what should you do? Tasmat, hence, that person, yasya indriyani indriya arthebhyaha, indriyani, the instruments, indriya arthebhyaha, the vishayaha, okay, sarvashaha, at all times, no exceptions are here, at all times, nigrihitani, nigrihitani. What is grihitani? Grihitani is coming from grahanam, to hold. Correct? Nigrihitani means what? Never hold. Okay. Never hold. That means my indriyas should never hold the vishayas. Yasya indriyani indriya arthebhyaha nigrihitani. Who never gets attached by the sense organs to the sense objects. That person who never, at all times, never, at all situations, at all times, never attaches his sense instruments with the sense objects. For him, what? Tasya. For that person, prajna pratisthita. That mind is ever stable and established. So, what he is talking about? Sthita prajna. Correct? He is now ending the sadhanani. He says, how does the sthita prajna remain sthita prajna at all times? By indriyani vishayaha arthebhyaha nigrihitani sarvashaha. At all times, he is disconnecting his sense organs with the vishaya. Now, this can be misunderstood. This can be misunderstood. Right? When someone says disconnect your sense organ with the sense object, it is like this. They go, no, I should not see. No, 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 I should not see. What does that mean? That onion uttappa smell is coming. No, 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 no. I should not. What does that mean? I can change all this by two ways. One, there are three ways to do this. I change the setup. I will never go to in front of a restaurant so that this problem will not come. Indriya will not go to Indriya Arthebhya. Where? Where can you just manage this? Where not going at all, where any senses, even if you are there in any place, the five senses are going out. Can you be without your senses going out? No, no, I will. Yes, it is possible. Only in Samadhi. So you be in Samadhi 24 by 7, 365 days. And when you are in that Samadhi, you will have many disciples. They will just build a wall around and they will say, very, very great Swamiji. Correct, na? If you are in permanent Samadhi, what will people do? They will just build a tomb and they will say, here there was a great Swamiji, nothing else more than that. Okay. So is that possible? That is not possible. Then let me be little intelligent. I will change the setup wherever I go. Oh, this Indriya is going to this place, change the setup. Only if this Vishaya is there, then there is a problem. Na? I can change all the Vishayas. Is that possible? You can't run away from the system. You cannot change the system. Then what is the option available? I have to change myself. Correct? And if I have to change myself, again two possibilities are there. बल जबरी करके चेंज करना, put, suppress, no. Bigger problem. One day it will burst like a pressure cooker. It will burst like a pressure cooker. Suppression is very dangerous. Correct? Whenever the pressure gets released, it will be a havoc. So one should not do that. Our Shastra very clearly never allows suppression. Then what does it allow? It allows dharmic release. You know, in technical terms, what is it called? I don't know. Have you all heard of medicines? There are certain types of medicines. Suppose I have got a problem in my intestine and I have to have a medicine. That medicine has to pass through my stomach and then go to the intestine. Now, inside my stomach, I have got acids that will destroy the medicine, and the medicine cannot even reach the intestine. What is the use of that medicine? It will not work. So, now what can I do? I need something which will protect this medicine from the stomach and go to the intestine. And after that, if it remains protected in the intestine also, it is useless. So it has to get released there in the intestine. Correct? Protection from the stomach, release in the intestine. That means acid resistant, alkali non-resistant. Like that covering if I have, it will protect from the stomach and release it at the intestine. So this release is called sustained release. Sustained release. Okay. Another example. Suppose I am going to water a plant. I can just go every day morning and evening, put some 2 buckets of water in the morning, 2 buckets of water in the evening, and that's it. That is one way of watering the plant. There is another way to water the plant. I have a tube with a small hole where drop by drop water will continuously keep falling for the whole day, and in the evening if I just close the tap, the water will also stop. This is sustained release. Correct? Which is more effective? Wherever you need sustained release, that will only be more effective. So our system of exhausting our raga dvesha is through sustained release and not through unbridled. It is not by adharmika way, dharmika, kamya, raga dvesha. When you start working on it, slowly you will mature out of it. Okay, sustained release will help you to mature the right time, when to release, at what place, at what intensity, so that you will get the best result. Is what the sustained release is, and that is what our dharma shastras are. When to exhaust kamya karma, how much, at what occasion, that is what dharma shastras teaches. So adharmika karma not acceptable. Dharmika kamya karma, slowly go to nitya naimittika karma and then mature out. Okay. Tasmat Tasmadyasya Mahabaho Nigrihitani Sarvashaha. Now here Krishna is telling Once you have matured out and you know the art of pratyahara, the art of disassociating of indriyas with the Vishaya, at all times you now practice it. That means you have to be very vigilant. Don't change the setup. Everything around will be the same. Okay. Now, Indriyani indriyarthebhyaha tasya prajna pratishtita. In this, what is Krishna doing is he is comparing two people, an ajnani and a jnani. Indirectly, Krishna is comparing an ajnani and a jnani. One who has got complete control over the indriya, mana, buddhi. The other person who doesn't have this, lose control. Okay. The situation remains the same for everyone. Please understand that. For an ajnani also and for a jnani also, there will be annoying things, there will be irritating things, there will be displeasure, there will be pain, there will be happiness, everything will be there. Correct? Now, if a person is a jnani and a jnana nishta, he has already worn the umbrella, the raincoat, and hence for him this indriya nigraha becomes very easy. But for an ajnani, because he doesn't know this raincoat, he will always point at the setup and try to change the setup. An ajnani will look at the setup and say, "No, I have to change the setup." A jnani will not change the setup. A jnani will accept the setup and disassociate him from the setup. Are you able to get this? Is it clear? Indriyanam hi charatam yanmanonu vidiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayurnavam ivambasi. Tasmat he mahabaho sarvashaha nigrihitani. Never allow that yunjate mana uta yunjate dhiyo vipra. This yuj shabda. Yunjate mana uta yunjate. Connect the mind. That joining, he will never join it. A jnani will never do that. A jnani will always have a disjoint manaha, disjoint indriya, completely integrated but disjoint. A complete integration of the system will be there, 100%, but he will never join it with Vishaya. Internally fully integrated, disjoint with external. Is it clear? Tasmat yasya mahabaho nigrihitani sarvashaha. So he does not change the setup. He does not get irritated like others because he also has got prarabdha. Jnani has got prarabdha. Don't forget that. So Sukha Dukkha, he has to also exhaust it till he dies. That will keep coming. But he will not look at the setup to change the setup. Neither he will put a lot of pressure on himself and suppress things. He will not solve the problem. Others solve the problem. Jnani does not solve the problem. Jnani dissolves the problem. Jnani looks at the setup. Okay. One who is trying to suppress will look at the internal setup and try to work with it. But a jnani, he will neither bother about the setup nor the internal setup. He will dissolve. He will just remove this join, that which joins, usko nikal dega bas. You know, whenever this train comes to a junction, then four bogies from another platform will come and join here. You don't have to do anything. Just that nut bolt nikal diya, disjoin, nut bolt dal diya, join. Jnani knows which nut bolt to touch. समझ में आ रहा है? Is it clear? See, from various aspects we are seeing the shloka. Okay, and once we know very clearly, इंद्रियाणाम हि चरताम यन्मनोनु विधीयते तदस्य हरति प्रज्ञाम वायुर्नावमिवाम्बसि तस्माद्यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इंद्रियाणि इंद्रिय अर्थेभ्यः निगृहीतानि for him prajñāः pratisthita. He will never sway from his path. Okay, now after this Krishna gives two similes. In the next two shlokas, he is giving two similes. We will read the shloka, we will read the meaning. We will read the meaning. Be patient, give your full attention here, otherwise, this shloka will not make any sense. If you give your full attention and be with me, you will understand the shloka. Otherwise, you will say this shloka is a useless shloka. I didn't understand. You will not say I didn't understand. You will say it is not worth it. So, क्या बोल रहा है? He himself doesn't know. Okay. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागृति संयमी तस्यां जागृति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः या निशा सर्वभूतानां यस्यां जागृति संयमी तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. Take the padabhaga. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतः मुने. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतः मुने. Okay, let us see the अन्वय. Then we will go to meaning. या सर्वभूतानां निशा तस्यां संयमी जागर्ति. या सर्वभूतानां निशा तस्यां संयमी जागर्ति यस्या भूतानि जागृति सा पश्यतः मुने निशा. या सर्वभूतानां निशा तस्यां संयमी जागृति यस्यां भूतानां जागृति सा पश्यतः मुने निशा. Now I am going to give you a word meaning. Which you will listen. You may even write down the meaning is, then we will see whether that meaning is applicable or not. Ya sarvabhutanam nisha. Nisha strilinga, ya strilinga. When it is night for all the people, ya sarvabhutanam nisha. Tasyam, at that time, Sanyami Jagrati. Who is a Sanyami? This person whose Pratnya is Pratishtita, Jnani. Tasyam Sanyami, this Sanyami is awake. Ya Sarvabhutanam Nisha, when for everyone it is night, this Sanyami is awake. Yasyam Bhutani Jagrati, when all the people are awake, Sa Pashyataha Mune Nisha, and they are able to see everything. Sa Mune, for this person, Pashyataha, he sees darkness. Do you want me to repeat it? Ya Sarvabhutanam Nisha, when it is night for everyone, Tasyam Sanyami Jagrati, this person is awake. Yasyam Bhutani Jagrati, when people are awake, this person sees it as night. Is the meaning clear? Shall we go to the next? Huh? Yeah, Nisha says.
I could not understand the second line.
I will repeat the meaning. Yasyam Bhutani Jagrati, when people are awake, Sa Pashyataha, Munehe Pashyataha Sa Nisha. This Muni sees it as night. In short, when it is daytime for night time for everyone, this guy doesn't sleep. He has got insomnia problem. When people are awake, he sees everything as night. Probably Krishna is looking at this night shift person and writing this. वे सब लोग सोए हैं तो ये जागा है, सब लोग जाग रहे तब ये सो रहा है कि नहीं? That is what it means in short. So what is the benefit of Atma Vidya? सीधा कुछ नहीं दिखेगा, शीर्षासन करके दिखेगा सब. Correct? So even now, after second chapter, you can recheck whether you want to continue or not. Because if you learn Bhagavad Gita and then सब उल्टा सुल्टा हो गया तो Krishna only is telling us, Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namah. Arjuna Vacha has not come. Krishna is only telling. If Arjuna had this doubt, at least we can know Krishna is going to clarify it. But here Krishna himself is telling, भैया ये संयमी है ना, वो थोड़ा गड़बड़ वाला आदमी है. जब सब लोग सोते हैं, he'll be sitting with his eyes wide open. When everyone are awake and doing work, for him it is night. Lakshyartha is clear. Vachyartha is clear. Which is clear? Already gone to sleep. Huh? I am awake, you all have gone to sleep. When you all are awake, I will go to sleep. What? Let us see the meaning. That is why when such comes, you really need someone to clarify what it is. And that is where acharyas are there. Now, we have to understand this very clearly and we will go very, very slowly. Unless you get confused with this meaning, you will not have attention to hear exactly what it is. Okay. It has been a very nice way Krishna is explaining this to Arjuna. What is he saying? Sanyami, the sage, Jagartaha is awake, Tasyam. Tasyam means to Atma. Tasyam, it's a pronoun he has used here. Tasyam. Why tasyam is Atma? It looks as though it is given for Nisha. Nisha is Strilinga. Tasyam, Nisham. Okay. Atma is Atma is Pullinga or Strilinga? Nakaranta Pullingaha Atman Shabdaha Atma Atmano Atmanaha. Okay. So Atma is Pullinga and he is giving this Tasyam pronoun for it. That Atma is considered as Nisha now. We will see that. So Ek ka andar ek, there is another one. You have to open it further. Okay, then only it will fit. It will go slowly. Next, Sarva Bhutanam. Okay, Sarva Bhutanam for all the beings. Pashyataha Mune for this wise person. Sa, the world of duality. Okay, Yasyam, to which Bhutani, all the beings, Jagrataha are awake. Don't worry, just don't write all this. It is a meaning which is the word meaning, nothing more than that. Okay. How do you see this? We have already said that Ajnani and Jnani both are there in the same setup, in the same world. Then why is this person a Jnani and why is the other person Ajnani? It is the response to that situation and the inner vision or inner outlook of this person versus Ajnani is far different. Drishti Bhedat. The Drishti is different and hence it is being told like this. Let us see how it is. For which we will have to go step by step. Okay. And we will have to break it. What you have to do? One minute. Huh? First, we will see with some examples how the behavior of these two people are. Once we understand this behavior and their vision, then knowing that vision, we will come back to the shloka. There are two people. One is a jnani, one is an ajnani. Correct. Now there is a comparison between jnani and ajnani. The jnani's behavior is coming out of the jnani's vision about the situation and about himself. The ajnani's response is coming because of ajnani's vision about himself and the setup. Yes or no? For example, let us consider two people going to a beach. Okay. One person is a jnani, the other person is an ajnani. Both are sitting on the shore of the beach. And this jnani is also looking at the water. The ajnani is also looking at the water. The ajnani sees waves are coming. Big waves are coming, small waves are coming. And then as it comes, it is gone. The next wave has come. It is coming, it is gone. Especially when you go little into the water and you will see that from there the waves are coming. Immediately, oh, see the waves have come. Ah, finally it has gone. Otherwise it will push you and go. Like that, the ajnani is seeing wave after wave which is coming, going, big waves, small waves, which is making him happy, which is troubling him. Yes or no? Children waves, husband wave, wife wave, parents waves, in-laws waves, boss waves, subordinate waves, Bai waves, a new child being born as a wave, an old person dying as a wave. Are you able to see this now? What is the drishti of an ajnani? Different waves, diversity, colorful, fleeting, coming and going, asthirata, no sthira at all. Correct? Now we have understood ajnani very well. Why? We belong to that category. That is why we took this example first. Now look at a jnani. Let a big wave come, let a small wave come, let a enjoyable wave come. Sarvam water drishti. Water is coming, water is not going. Water is there. Water everywhere. Wave after wave is water after water. How many waters are there? Only one water. Correct? Will the Ajnani see as that one water has come, another water has gone, one water came big, one water came no. Water only everywhere, right? Now, did both see the same thing? Did both see the same thing or did both see different things? They both saw the same thing. But the perception of what was seen is different for a jnani compared to an ajnani. Yes or no? Every time when the wave comes which is enjoyable, especially you should see small children when they go to the beach. Whenever that wave comes, they will just jump like that. With every incoming wave, he is very happy. With every going wave, he is very sad. But for a jnani, nothing, no problem. No problem at all. It is water, water, and water everywhere. Will the water come and go? No, it is always there. Where is the question of coming and going? Is the wave there now? The Ajnani will say, yes, yes, the wave is there. The Jnani will say, there is no wave at all, there is water only everywhere. Wave, Nama Rupa Matrena Eva Vartate. It is only a name and form. What is there is only water. Is it clear? If we didn't go to another example, which is more dear to you and you will understand it. You buy a ticket and after 2 years you couldn't go out due to COVID. So you buy a ticket, no, we have to see a movie and we have to go early. Right from Janagana Mana or before that only we have to see. So when you enter that theatre, first what will be there? A blank screen. A blank screen is there, nothing else is there. Then slowly projections come, advertisement come. Okay, our national anthem will come. Then the movie will start. And once the trailers will be there, the movie will start. When the movie starts, you see projection after projection coming. Screen remaining the same. Okay, now this Ajnani person who has paid money and sitting, he will be too agitated when that heroine cries. No, no, but the villain should not have done like this. But the hero ditched her. And what will the Jnani think? I, the Buddhu who has paid the money, very surely knows only one substance is there here, which is the screen. on which various projections are there, and that heroine is very nicely sitting at home and enjoying with the money which she has got from this particular movie. And why should I sit and cry? Correct? That is why movie is called Movati iti movie. It will keep coming and going. If you are considering Muvati, then you are Ajnani. If you are looking at the screen, Pratnya Pratishtita. Situation remaining the same, our inner outlook decides whether we are a Jnani, Ajnani, what we are. And who has got that very firm knowledge, established knowledge, he is his Prajna Pratishtita, he is the Jnani. Now we have got these two examples, we have got Drishtis. You want third example? Another which is very, very, you all will feel very happy. Although in reality it may not happen, but you can always imagine it in examples. And when you imagine it, you feel very good about it. Imagine you have gone to Tribhuvandas Bhimji's Haveli or any other. You go there, wow, fantastic necklace, what beautiful ornaments, what fine work. It looks so good. Then you will be made to sit various different ornaments will be shown to you. What is your drishti? This is so beautiful, that is so beautiful. Then you will put it on yourself and see, you will put it like this. Then they would have kept one mirror, and that mirror from the side also, from this side also. Then there may be a room where you can just wear everything and see, oh my god, it looks so beautiful. Your drishti is on the design of it. That person on the other side's drishti is on the gold of it. Gold drishtya jnani, rupa drishtya ajnani. And I, like always, a Buddhu will select that which he shows, which is good for me, because he will show only that where the gold is more, and he will convince that the design is the best and it suits. Okay, Ajnani drishtya, I will buy that, and for that person, he will get his incentive by he has sold more gold. And the best, you know what? I'm so happy. I bring it out. And the first thing what I will do, show it to my friend or someone or neighbor or someone you want to show, I bought this. And there comes the climax. That person will show something better than this. Over. And what will you think? Oh my god, this life is a waste. Gold drishtya, you will not have a problem. Rupa drishtya, you will always have this problem. Are you able to get these two visions of two people? It is a vision of how we look at it. What is there outside is based on our vision, how we look at it. Setup remaining the same, situation remaining the same, and Jnani will look at with a very, very detached view. Ajnani will look with a highly attached view. Is it clear? Is this part clear? Now we are ready to go into this particular tricky shloka. Now we'll have to do some little jugglery. Okay, you'll have to write down. Then I will tell you step by step what to do. And finally, we will come to this solution of this problem. We have a problem, we don't know the clear meaning of it. So we have to go step by step. Right. What we will do is first, hmm, I will give you certain statements. See whether you are able to understand this. Statement number 1, you can write down. Human beings are awake to the day and they sleep at night. Human beings are awake at the day and they sleep at night. Statement, first statement, just leave it there. Okay. When you say awake means what? They are aware of things. Correct? So human beings are awake to the day, they are aware of it, and they are asleep or not aware of it at night. Is it clear? Yes or no? Now we'll go to another statement. Right? Another statement. An owl is asleep to the day and awake to the night. An owl sleeps to the day and is awake at night. Is it clear? Now we will have two statements you have written. Correct? We have to now replace certain words. Okay. Human being equal to jnani. Owl equal to ajnani. Don't interchange. Human being equal to jnani. Owl equal to ajnani. Correct? First, this you have to write. One part is human being equal to jnani. Owl equal to ajnani. One side. Okay. Now one more equivalence we have to write. We have seen human being and owl. Now we have to see what? The next equivalence is awake. Sorry. I don't want to make a mistake. I'll just confirm it. Wait. Yeah. Now another comparison. Daytime equal to Advaita. Night time equal to Dvaita. Okay. Again, before we going ahead, let me restate it. You have written two statements. Statement number 1, human beings is awake to the day. Awake means aware, and he is asleep to night. Second statement, an owl is asleep to the day and is awake to the night. Okay. Then comparison number 1, human being equal to jnani, owl equal to ajnani. Another comparison, day equal to Advaita, night equal to Dvaita. Is it clear? Okay. Now take the two statements and do the replacement. Wherever human beings are there, put jnani. Wherever the owl is there, put ajnani. Wherever the day is there, put Advaita. Wherever the night is there, put Dvaita. Okay. How does it look? First do it. And write the statements again. Statement number 1 will become Jnani is awake to Advaita and he is asleep to Dvaita. Is that correct? Looks to be a major problem. Huh? 2 statements and just 2 replacements I have told. 4 replacements in 2 statements. Is this first statement correct? Statement number 1, now I am replacing it. Jnani is awake to Advaita and he is asleep to Dvaita. Correct? What is the second statement? Ajnani is asleep to Advaita and awake to Dvaita. In short, it means Jnani Advaita Drishtya, Ajnani Dvaita Drishtya. Okay. So, an ignorant person is asleep to Advaitam and ignorant person is awake to Dvaitam. Jnani is awake to Dvaitam and Jnani is asleep to Dvaitam. Jnani is awake to Advaitam, Jnani is asleep to Dvaitam. Is it clear? Is this clear? Now go back to the shloka. Okay. Sanyami, Jnani, Jagarati. Now you write this meaning, it will make sense. Sanyami, Jnani, Jagarati is awake. Ya Nisha. Nisha is what?
Night.
Here night means what? Dvaitam. Okay. Sarva Bhutanam Ajnani. Are you able to get? Sarva Bhutanam Ajnani. Pashyate Munehe for a wise person. Okay. Yasyam Bhutani. Ignorant people, Jagarati, awake. Now when you just put it together, Ya Sarva Bhutanam Nisha, correct? For all ignorant people, when they are in Dvaita or when they are asleep, Nisha, asleep, Tasyam, about that Atma, Sanyami Jagarati, Jnani is very awake to that Advaita Atma. Yasyam Bhutani Jagrati, when all the Ajnanis are into the Dvaita, Sa Pashyataha Mune Nisha, that Jnani Pashyate Nisha sees Dvaita in it and he is not going with it. because he is established in Advaitam. He sees it when all of them are awake, correct? When they are awake, they are actually connected to Dvaitam and he sees that and he is not ready to see that vision internally. This is a tricky one not to give the meaning. You can't just give word meaning and get anything out of it. You understand the meaning, but to put it very properly, it will be very, very difficult. Unless you make this 4 statements, comparisons, put that, then it fits. Basically, you are saying the Jnani has got Advaita Drishti, the Ajnani has got Dvaita Drishti. Dvaita Drishti comes and goes and it is never stable. Advaita Drishti is very stable and he doesn't become part of that transaction. Is it clear? Okay. Right. I'm not planning to take anything because this is a tough one. Takes time to dwell on it. 70, 71, 72, we will do it in the next class. Apurya is another example. Apuryamanam achala pratishtam. And then it's a closure. So these 3 shlokas, we will do it in the next class. And a quick summary, we will complete it. And in the next class, we will finish the chapter 2. Is it clear? Okay. So give some time to just see this, write it yourself, make the equations the way you want. You have understood it, but see how you can connect it to the shloka now. Okay. If you go with the Vachyartha, although it looks sensible statements are sensible. When all of them are awake, this person is sleeping. When all of them are sleeping, this person is awake. It looks a sensible statement, but it looks an illogical statement. Unless we replace it properly, then we will get the right meaning. And these are some of these tough verses, this one, the next one, same way in chapter 3 this is what Vyasacharya, you know why he has told it like that. He has taken time out from Ganpati. Because the deal was, Ganpati will write only when he understands it. So Ganpati took some time to understand this. By the time Vyasacharya prepared the 3rd chapter and kept. Okay, so this and the next one are a little thoda. Next one is still easier. This is the toughest one to understand. So listen to it, go through it, make your notes. In case you have any doubt, ask, so that next class we will first clarify that and then go ahead. Does it make sense? Is it clear? 99.9% it will be clear. Now what you need is do some mananam nididhyasanam, sit and take 5 minutes to write it properly, get the way which you will understand it in your notes, and then it becomes form. In case while doing it you get some doubt, we can clarify it in the next week. Is it okay? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.
धन्यवाद सर.